Welcome to the Chic Assignment check-in for June 2021. Hello everyone, Jennifer L. Scott here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. I have a wonderful check-in for you today. We are going to go over the life of Handel, the life of Frida Kahlo, and I also have a lot of your poems to read to you today. That's going to be my favorite part. I can't wait to share your beautiful poetry. The Chic Assignment is brought to us by the Chic Society, which is my private membership group here on YouTube. Membership is only $1.99 a month. I do one vodcast every Friday, and once a month we go live or do a Zoom call and talk about a lot of variety of topics that don't necessarily make it to the main channel. So if you would like to support my channel and you are passionate about the work we do here on the Daily Connoisseur, I would love to invite you to join the Chic Society. The names that you're seeing down below are one of the upper tiers. There's also two upper tiers where you can get recognition in a monthly video. So you're seeing here the Chic Connoisseurs. I appreciate them so much. And at the end of the video, I am going to share the Elegant Connoisseurs with you. Many of them have businesses or they are just high patrons of the channel, and I'm looking forward to sharing those ladies and gentlemen with you. All right, so without further ado, we are going to get into Handel and Frida Kahlo. I have short biographies for both of them because I'm trying to shorten it a little bit more with the hopes that you will all go off and explore them further if you would like to. And also I want to leave enough time at the end to share your poetry. So this month, Chic Assignment number 1 was to enjoy Handel's Largo from Xerxes. Now this isn't the most famous piece Handel has composed. Obviously that would be Messiah. But this is a piece that has soothed me and relaxed me ever since I heard it many years ago. And it is such a beautiful piece. Hauser's performance of it was of course magnificent. I love everything that he does. So I hope that you enjoyed that this month. I listened to it endlessly on repeat several times this month, and it enriched me so much. So I'm going to read a very short biography about Handel to you from the Philharmonica Baroque Orchestra and Chorale, which I will leave linked down below. George Friedrich Handel was born into a well-placed, albeit non-musical family in 1685 in Halle, Germany, near Leipzig. The year 1685 was an auspicious one for Baroque music because it also saw the births of Domenico Scarlatti and Johann Sebastian Bach. At an early age, Handel taught himself to play both harpsichord and pipe organ. He studied law but abandoned it for music. Handel trained in Florence, Rome, Naples, and Venice. In 1710, he became Kapellmeister to the Elector of Hanover, a German nobleman who was also the heir to the throne of England, and would be crowned King George I in 1714 after the death of the childless Queen Anne. Handel moved to London in 1712 and spent the balance of his life in Britain. As a result, he's often thought of as being an English composer. After his arrival, he enjoyed the patronage of the royal court and aristocracy. Handel's beloved water music was composed in 1717 at the request of King George I to entertain guests at a party held on barge in the Thames River. It is said that the king so loved the music that he commanded it to be played 3 times that evening. Handel soon became the house composer for the private orchestra at Cannons, the country estate of the Duke of Chandos. Although he only spent a year and a half at Cannons, it was a productive time that further established Handel's reputation in Britain. He directed the newly founded Royal Academy of Music from 1719 to 1734. The Academy presented operas, including many written by Handel. In his role with the Academy, Handel composed music for the 1727 coronation of King George II. One Handel anthem, Zadok the Priest, has been performed at every British coronation ceremony since that date. Handel produced opera at Covent Garden from 1734 to 1741, but he found the work increasingly difficult and tiring. His next major undertaking would be among his very greatest, Messiah. From the time of its first performance in Dublin, Ireland in 1742, the oratorio has been recognized as an extraordinary work, a landmark in music history. Handel died in 1759 and was buried in Westminster Abbey with full honors. Messiah was played at his funeral. Many charities were the beneficiaries of his estate. So that is the life and times of George Friedrich Handel. So I hope that gave you some further insight into his life, which I didn't know much about. All right, next, let's discuss the artwork of Frida Kahlo. Now, this was a polarizing choice for many people here on the Chic Assignment, as many of Frida Kahlo's works can be rather disturbing to look at. She lived a life of pain, and she had no problem translating that into her portraits and into her paintings. Frida Kahlo was considered by many to be a surrealist, but she herself did not consider herself to be a surrealist. She said, "I just paint my reality, which is pain." Now, something that I've said to many people who, whenever I present an artist and they complain, "Oh, I don't like this artist," I still think that even if you don't like an artist, it is important and enriching to study them. Now, I personally do not like surrealism. I just don't like it. It's not my thing. But I do see the value in studying surrealist art and all sorts of art and learning about the artists themselves. So I find that we shouldn't just focus on what we ourselves love necessarily, but it's good to expand our horizons as well. So I have compiled 10 facts about Frida Kahlo's life. I actually watched a documentary about her on Prime this month, and it was the recent one narrated by Asia Argento. And I found it very interesting. It told me so much about her life, which I didn't know too much about. So I dove deep into that. But I'm going to share 10 facts that I pulled about Frida Kahlo so you could get a brief overview of her biography while you look at some of her artwork. So here we go. Frida Kahlo was born July 6th, 1907 in Mexico City, Mexico. Her father was German and her mother was Mexican. Frida suffered from polio as a child. At age 18, she was involved in a horrible bus accident which badly injured her. She suffered from pain as a result of this accident for the rest of her life and was unable to have children, which brought her great sorrow. Frida Kahlo is a self-taught painter. She never studied formally, and 55 of her 143 paintings are of herself. She married the famous Mexican artist Diego Rivera in 1929. They divorced in 1939, and then they remarried in 1940 and remained married until her death. They had a tumultuous marriage marked by infidelity. Rivera even cheated on Frida with her own sister. I'm not sure how she could forgive him after that, but she did. Kahlo's work is described as surrealist, but she rejected that label and insisted that she was merely drawing her reality. She died of pulmonary embolism on July 13, 1954, at the age of 47 in Mexico City. So here's a quote from Frida Kahlo, and she said, "I paint self-portraits because I am so often alone, because I am the person I know best." So I find some of her portraits just to be gut-wrenching because she's chronicling the various pain that she goes through with her injuries, with her inability to have children, with her adulterous marriage, and all of these horrible aspects of her life. But I do admire Frida in many other ways. I think it takes tremendous courage to go through life with so much pain. I admire her sense of style. I love how she dressed and how she presented herself to the world. It's so artistic and showcased her Mexican heritage so beautifully. So that is it. Have you ever seen one of Frida Kahlo's portraits in a museum? Let us know if you have, or have you ever visited her museum in Mexico City? Let us know in the comment section down below. Chic assignment number 3 was to dress your table this month, and we focused on tablecloths and how I like to use tablecloths in our own household, how I do pair them with placemats sometimes, and how I change them out every single day. And I love using tablecloths. They just dress up the space, and I love adding a fabric touch to a room, especially a kitchen, which can be cold and utilitarian. So I certainly enjoyed hearing about how you, or maybe a beloved family member of yours, like to dress your table in the comment section down below. And finally, Chic assignment number 4 was to write a poem for someone you know and to give it to them. So if you haven't already checked the comments from the Chic assignment from June, which I will leave down below, you must check the comments and read these amazing poems that people wrote. And I am so happy. And everyone said, "Oh, this poem was written for so-and-so." And I just know that no matter who you gave your poem to, that they would be completely touched and moved. And I loved it, especially when people wrote poems for their children, because even if they're young now and they don't understand. One day when they're older, maybe when you're long gone, they will open up that poem and probably cry and fall to their knees, because poetry means so much to people, and it's totally relevant in our modern day. So like I mentioned, I'm having a really hard time choosing which poems to read because they were all amazing, but I selected a small handful of poems for you, and I'm going to read them to you now in the Chic Assignment check-in. So this one was written by Melissa Kelly, and it says, "Life is hard and so it goes. Through wind and rain and all the woes, we stand, we fall, but through everything, the Lord is with us, support unseen. What greater love can be shown, to always be there with love unknown? So life is hard and so it goes. What more do we need to endure our woes?" That was beautiful, Melissa. The next one is from PC, and she calls it "A Taste of Infinity," and she wrote this for her loved one. "Yes, my dear one, I can hardly bear this sky blue place between us. You are like the sun, and I can only look at you in measured doses, or I will surely go blind. So with bowed head, I thank God for this gift to love and be loved, and for a taste of infinity." This one is by Alana Sackett. "To the woman with a home full of children, to the woman whose children are grown, to the woman who wasn't yet ready, to the woman who brings her child home, to the woman whose heart aches for a child in heaven, and the woman who waits on the Lord, through the struggles and joys faced together, we together as mothers are born." And I thought that was beautiful. Susan wrote this poem for a little child that she takes care of. She said, "I title this poem My Heartbeat, and it is written for a child I take care of. Thank you for this challenge. My heartbeat. To love you is to welcome risk, for you wear patches on your heart. Mine's been broken more than once, but that shan't drag us far apart. Can you carry me, you ask, because you're tired out? I'll gladly hold you, little elf, and we will roam about. I taught you what the catbird says, buttercups, you know the name, and how to turn those silly socks. Ofttimes work is just a game. Baking muffins in the kitchen or making ripples on the pond, sharing many days with you, creating a forever bond. I'm the nanny, you're my charge, but more than that is true. Who's the beat inside my chest? I guess it must be you." That is so adorable. And this one was written by Caitlin R.L. She wrote this for a dear friend and for herself and the postpartum experiences they went through together. "My eyes have been burned by a glorious rose, the wistful scent only May knows. Every moment is breathless and my heart always glows. Oh, come away, my darling. A child's tugging caress, his urgent kiss, mama. Form me, help me, fix this. So well do I know the agony of bliss. Oh, let me go, my darling. My ears are filled with something sound. My heart is gray like lifeless ground. Though my every dream I know I've found, you're crushing me, my darling. Tiny pills so I don't erupt. Try to sleep, keep my blood sugar up. A doctor, a friend, the everlasting cup. Abide in me, my darling. Candles alight, prayer like flight. I cannot see you in this thick warm night. Can you set this foolish heart aright? Just seek my face, my darling." So that's just a brief selection of the poems that were submitted for the Chic Assignment, and they were so beautiful. Thank you so much to everyone. You still have time to submit poems, so there's never a deadline. If you'd like to write some more, leave them in the comments down below, and they will certainly enrich other people's lives. And now it's time for me to give the Elegant Connoisseur mentions. So here we go.
Amanda Dykes, author of award-winning fiction, written to light the dark and lift your heart. Amy Floor from Azalea Spa Goods, handcrafted aromatherapy body oils. Brandy Still, silhouette artist, keeping alive the art of silhouette portraiture that dates back from 1700s France. Jenny Williams from Carrot Top Paper Shop, offering colorful literary wall art and book-themed gifts to inspire every woman to be the heroine of her life. Elaine Brisebois is a certified nutritionist and women's weight loss coach. Download her Elegant Eating Handbook, simple and effective strategies for permanently living at your natural weight to get started. Ashley Buffa from Freedom Moms. Learning to treat chores as a family team is the key to creating and maintaining a tidy, organized home, and it's attainable through the Freedom Moms Smart Kid Chore System. Inspired by Nikki YouTube channel and Etsy shop. Nikki creates beautiful aprons, stationery, and so much more. Julie Coleman from My Confident Closet. Julie helps you build a seasonal wardrobe that fits your style and budget. Nicole Brignol, founder of Lovely Bits, organic intimate care for women. Rosenda Valenzuela from Little Pink Casa YouTube channel. inspiring ladies in vintage homemaking, elegant lifestyle, feminine wardrobe, and romantic home.
Mrs. Shockley from A Home for Elegance Dress Boutique. Visit her online at ahomeforelegance.com.
Sarah Morgan Wellness. Sarah is a wellness coach for women specializing in helping busy women, especially moms, find manageable ways to meet their own health and wellness needs without the guilt. Learn more at sarahmorganwellness.com. Tina Hugal from Outschool. Tina teaches history through biographies for ages 8 to 16. Michelle Rohr from the Secret Owl Society, digital planners and e-courses on how to create passive income from your own planning business. Learn more at secretowlsociety.org. Alan's Scottish Shortbread uses their Scottish grandmother's heirloom family recipe to bake small batches of buttery shortbread that pairs perfectly with a pot of tea. Learn more at alanscottishshortbread.com. Sturm Brothers Jewelry is a family-owned, custom-designed jewelry store specializing in making heirloom jewelry into something special for the next generation to cherish. Something to cherish. Beautiful and meaningful products that promote the celebration and gift of life based off of the watercolor designs of artist Cherish Flighter. Vicel Victoria, your Jafra beauty consultant, featuring beautiful products such as Royal Jelly skincare rituals, Royal Almond body oils and lotions, as well as sumptuous color. Special offers every month.
And thank you to the following:
Catherine Ray, Carly Tom from Living in Loveliness, Carolyn Haydu, Guy Blaze, Isabel Kablout, Jen Carlson, Jet Rowley Heron, Gina K. Kenry, Jenny Candelaria, Juliette Keeler-Lebin, Linda Eckloff, Marie Caudill, Maria Condor, Melissa M., and Prudently at Home.
Thank you so much to the Chic Society for bringing us the Chic Assignment. I hope you enjoyed this month's assignment. Let us know your experience in the comments down below. Take care, everyone. Keep calm and remain classy, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.